In this video I want you to imagine something exciting. Picture yourself grabbing a handful of old pennies from a jar in your kitchen. You're not expecting anything special. They're just pennies, right? But suddenly, you see one coin that looks a little strange. Maybe the date looks thicker than normal, maybe the letters look doubled, or maybe the mint mark looks weak or even missing. You hold it up to the light, and you have no idea that this tiny penny might be worth thousands of dollars. Yes, this is real. Some 1969 1-cent coins are so rare that collectors pay $25,000, $48,000, or even up to $70,000 for just one. This year is one of the most exciting years in penny history because of a mistake made at the U.S. Mint, a mistake so powerful that it became one of the most valuable and famous penny errors of all time. The 1969 double die penny is the superstar. If you ever see one, your heart will probably start racing, because this coin changed the collecting world forever. Back in 1970, someone found one and showed it to a coin shop owner. The shop owner's jaw dropped because the doubling on the date, the words, "In God We Trust," and the word, "Liberty," was so strong that anyone could see it without a magnifying glass. But things got even crazier. At that time, counterfeiters had been faking doubled pennies, so the Secret Service started investigating. Imagine that, owning a penny so rare that the government gets involved. Some of the real 1969 double dies were even taken away because they were mistaken for fakes. But experts eventually confirmed that the true double die was real and extremely rare, with fewer than 100 confirmed examples today. That tiny number of surviving coins is why this penny can sell for unbelievable prices. Even one in lower condition can bring $25,000 or more. High-grade examples can hit $40,000, $50,000, and the very best ones reach $70,000 or higher. This is the kind of coin that can change someone's life. But the fun doesn't stop there. The Denver Mint also had errors in 1969, and some of these mistakes can bring in surprising money. Some 1969 pennies have a mint mark that is very faint, smeared, or even missing. A normal 1969 penny should show a clear D for Denver. But errors happen when the mint mark is clogged with grease, or the die is worn, or it is polished too much. These weak or missing mint mark pennies can sell from $50 to several $100s. A very clear missing mint mark can reach $1,000 or more, and high-grade examples can even go beyond $4,000. So even simple mistakes can be worth good money. Another exciting type of 1969 penny error is off-center strikes. These happen when the coin blank doesn't sit in the right spot inside the machine. Instead of landing correctly, the blank moves or sits sideways, and the machine strikes the penny with part of the design missing. The more off-center it is, the more valuable the coin becomes. Small off-center errors might go for $20 or $50, but if you find one that is 40% to 60% off-center and the date is still visible, it can be worth $200, $500, or even over $1,000. Broad strikes are also fun to find. These are pennies that were struck without the collar around the coin, making them look wider, puffy, or stretched out. These can sell for $50 to a few $100s too. These errors may look weird or damaged to someone who doesn't know coins, but collectors love them. Clipped planchets are another cool 1969 error worth checking for. These coins were cut out of the metal sheet incorrectly, leaving a missing chunk on the edge of the coin. Some clips are tiny, but big ones can be very valuable. A normal curved clip might bring $20 to $60, but larger or double clips can reach $150, $300, or even $600. There are also struck-through errors, which happen when something gets stuck between the die and the coin, like grease, wire, metal, or even cloth. These errors create strange textures or deep marks on the coin. Basic struck-through grease errors are usually worth $20 to $50, but more dramatic ones can sell for $100, $200, or even $1,000 depending on how interesting they are. What makes 1969 so special is that the Mint was changing equipment and rushing production that year. Machines were old, dies were worn, and quality control was struggling. That's why so many unique and rare errors slipped into circulation. These mistakes were not planned. They were accidents. But these accidents became treasure for collectors. Every error coin from this year tells a story about the time it was made and the chaos happening inside the mint. Some collectors believe that even more rare 1969 errors may still be out there waiting to be found, especially in old rolls and jars that haven't been opened for decades. So here's the part that gets exciting for you. You do not need to be a coin expert to find one of these rare pennies. You only need your eyes and maybe a small magnifying tool. If you ever find a 1969 penny, always check the date closely. Look at the numbers to see if they look doubled or thick. Look at the letters, especially on the word Liberty and, In God We Trust. If the letters look doubled, you might be holding a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Also check the mint mark. If the D looks weak or missing, that's a good sign. Look at the rim of the coin and see if anything looks clipped or uneven. Look at the whole coin to see if it looks off-center or stretched. Every little detail matters because sometimes the smallest mistake can mean big money. Auction records prove these coins are real treasures. One 1969 S double die sold for more than $70,000. Another lower grade one still brought around $35,000. Off-center strikes have sold for hundreds. Double-clipped coins have sold for hundreds too. These are not rare stories, they are real sales that happen because collectors want these pieces of history so badly. So the message is simple, always check your pennies. You never know what could be sitting in a drawer, a jar, a piggy bank, or even in your pocket right now. A simple 1-cent coin from 1969 could change your life. It could be worth $25,000, $48,000, or maybe even $70,000. And the only way to find out is to look. That's why this year is one of the most exciting years for anyone who loves treasure hunting, because these coins are still out there, waiting to be found by someone just like you.